Well, welcome back to more Skies of Arcadia. Today, we have a lot of discoveries that we need to find. And I do mean a lot. Now that we can go in High Sky and Low Sky, that unlocks pretty much all the rest of the discoveries that are not storyline based in the game. So we're going to be here for a while. This is probably going to take me a couple of episodes to get all of these. I'm just positioning myself correctly for one here, because we've got one right it kind of goes right through this line here, but it's a moving one in the High Sky, and the path it follows is something along the lines of from here it kind of goes up to here, and then kind of over towards Esperanza, and then kind of down over like towards this corner here. Kind of goes below, loops around on the other side, and then comes back up over this way. And there's one in the Lower Sky that pretty much does the same exact thing, going in the opposite direction. So, first things first, let's try and get those. So I need to be pointed to the southwest so I can see it coming. This is, again, probably going to take me a couple of episodes to get everything. I'm going to let future me figure that out. I'm mostly just going to pop in every time I grab a discovery, show you where I got it on the map, and we're going to have a time. Oh, I think I see it. Or is this just a ship? Nope. Okay, cool. Yep. The ghost ship. It was also just a ship. An unmanned wreck that continues to wander the skies. Many sailors tell of a ghost ship that appeared suddenly from the fog. Some claim it was once the ship of the great air pirate Dacket, but no evidence has been found to support this. Okay, and one thing I should really point out for all of these discoveries that are roaming is they always start in the same spot, and every time you load your game, they will spawn in at that spot and then start their path. So if you know where they start, you can save your game at that spot, reset, come back into your game, and it will automatically spawn there. So if you're trying to get these quickly, using a reset method, that's how you do it. In this case, the ghost ship spawns right about here-ish. So if you want to use that method, you would want to go roughly to this spot, save your game, reset, come back, and take a look at there. I'm not going to do that because resetting will often corrupt the footage, and I don't want to do that. But that does mean that now that we've got that one, we want to go to the Low Sky. And while we're in the Low Sky, there is another discovery we can get in the Low Sky that's static, that's right over around here. So let's see, we want to face back to the east. Get past the Dark Rift here. And we'll just drop on down. Get into the Low Sky. And important thing to note, the Dark Rift, just like all other Sky Rifts, I believe I mentioned this earlier, does extend down into the Lower Sky, so you're not going to be able to avoid the Dark Rift that way. But that's kind of alright. Okay, I think I was too far to the east. I need to be just kind of towards the end of the... I need to be towards the western end of this island, is where this discovery supposedly is. Oh, there it is. The ancient fish. A species of fish that was believed to have been extinct millions of years ago. Its vestigial gills and fins that look like hands and feet seem to point towards an evolutionary path from the water to the dry land and then to the skies. And you can also collect the ancient fish. I don't know if it will respawn now that I've collected it, but I have it. Mostly just to be sold. Alright. Now, I still want to see if I can get that other treasure in this area, so I will just see you guys back when I do that. There it is! The Rolling Stone. In the Dark Rift, there is a boulder that defies the power of the storm within which it lives. Scientists have tried to study the rock to figure out how it floats, but it keeps but it moves with such high speeds that any ship that gets too close is pulled into the depths. Yeah, so that guy is kind of nasty to try and find, but we got him. I believe he spawns right around in this area as well. But he follows pretty much the same pathing, just in the lower sky. And he's real big and obvious, so he's not that bad to find. But that's pretty much all there is in, like, this Dark Rift area, this big circle here. So from here, I suppose, let's go explore some things in Ufotoma. Because there's more stuff we can get up here. There's another one we can get down here. And there was the high sky stuff that we can get over here. So let's go get some of those. Here we go. Get this guy. The Deep Iron Star. A metallic relic of the ancient world. Legend has it that the ancients once harnessed the power of the blue moon to be able to detect sound waves to let them know when their enemies were approaching. Perhaps this machine once served such a purpose. Yeah, so this guy, I believe we actually saw its little antenna thing when we were first exploring Ufotoma. But it kind of makes a square. So it kind of comes from up here, down, over, up, over, and it just kind of does that forever. It kind of goes in a square sort of shape, so it's not that bad to try and find. And then I believe the next one we want is literally right underneath Ufotoma, so might as well just keep going that way. Oh, and I can see it over here, this little island hanging out underneath this wall. We're gonna find the Stone Lovers. It is said that the tomb of a great Yafutoman king is hidden somewhere in the statue. The people of Yafutoma believe that the statue was carved after his death to show the love that his people had for him, and the love that he had for his wife. So yeah, it's just right underneath this little alcove over here. There's Yafutoma for reference. I can also show it on the map. Yeah, it's pretty much right smack dab in the middle of the little ring here. And it's just straight below. Alright, here's another one. So let's go get this guy. We actually saw this one earlier and decided not to get him because I was not getting discoveries in that episode. But here we have the Ryugu Turtle. Once upon a time, an old man rescued a turtle who was being picked on by the neighborhood children. Thanking the old man, the turtle offered to give the old man a ride on his back. So into the sky they flew to a faraway land. A Yafutoman legend. So, if you follow this turtle, it will actually lead you to another discovery. Now, I don't need to do that because that discovery is, like, directly to the west of me, pretty much. There it is. Ryugan Island, I believe. No, this is the Mother Tree. Okay. This tree is revered by the Ufotomans. In one of their ancient scriptures, it says, "He who climbs to the top of this tree will someday conquer the world." The tree is now 2,000 years old. To this day, no one has ever made it to the top. Alright. Well, I do know that if you follow the turtle, it will lead you to another discovery, but I'm going to cheat and just go straight there. Here it is, Ryugu Island. So yeah, this one is hidden, but if you just follow the turtle, it will lead you here. But for context, there it is. For context, the tree is right there. So if you just head directly east of the tree and you're kind of in the middle of the upper sky, you should just run right into it. On the map, the tree is like right in the middle of this line here, and then this guy is literally straight east from it. But I believe that does it for the Yafutoman. I gotta correct 20 years of mispronouncing that. Discoveries. So let's see. Alright, so there is we actually have an entirely new area that we can go to now. So if we head straight... Oh, actually, I can show it to you on the map. We have an entirely new area over here that we can go to now that we weren't able to explore at all before. Now our ship can go through this reef, and we can also just go right over it. And there are three discoveries discoveries that we can get here. So let's go take a look at those. Alright, so from where we currently are on the map, there should be one hanging out just a little bit to the north of us in the lower sea. So let's head down here, and we'll head down here, and there should be one somewhere a little bit over here. Oh, is this it? Or is that just fish? Nope, this is it. The long line. It said that long line fishing was developed by the ancient Yafutomans as a way to effectively catch fish that don't travel in big schools. It is believed that this was one of the first long lines ever created. Actually, I think this is a different discovery. Yeah, so this is actually one of the traveling ones. It goes back and forth over the sky rift. So over here it's in the lower sky, then it goes up and above into the high sky to go over the dark rift into the lands of ice, and then comes back. So that also works. And I was also completely mistaken. The one I want is in the high sky, not the low sky, so I don't know what I was thinking there. Should be pretty much just to the south of us. So let's just head over here. Take a look at the map. Alright, so it should be somewhere around where I currently am. Oh, well, didn't get the discovery, but I did find this guy. So, hey big guy, how you doing? We have another one of the roaming enemies, or roaming giant ship battles. A gigantic looper. Also, yes, literally called the giant looper. Well, let's just shoot him. We're gonna go ahead and launch that torpedo. Yeah, we'll go ahead and have you launch the torpedo there. And then let's get a little bit of SP buildup. There we go, get some good damage on him. That ancient cannon does a lot of damage, which I'm very happy about. Now remember, this guy can be difficult to hit. Just like every other looper, really. Looper ring. Alright. Not that bad. He's going to assess damage. That's fine. I'm perfectly fine with him not attacking me. Let's launch that torpedo. He's going to dive and reappear elsewhere. Okay. Okay, so I do not get my hit, but that's alright. Let's go ahead and... You know what? I have cruise for this. I can go ahead and just use Urala to max out my spirit points. So let's put her there. And then I'm gonna... Actually, let's set the Wevel there. You can defend, and I don't know. Oh, actually, here's an idea. Appalax? Attack and defense, yeah. There we go. Now, I don't know if I'll actually be able to hit him with any of these attacks I'm doing on this turn, but let's find out. Alright. To be fair, the Wevel Cannon has really, really high accuracy. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it has really high accuracy. That's fine. Not really that big of a deal. So far I can heal everything he's done in not even using the top tier magic. Or top tier healing magic, I should say. I think a single Sacris would do it. Alright, that's fine. And then I can max out my spirit points. There we go. And then on the next turn, I can do a powered up attack. There we go. Let's go ahead, put in that 5-inch cannon. Why not? Put in some work here. A little torpedo and ancient cannon. So I'm really not concerned about anything this guy's doing to me. Actually, I've almost got him killed as is. So. Yeah, he's not super strong. To be fair, our ship is incredibly powerful at this point. We have really been decking it out. Chip him with the sub-cannon, and kill him with the moon cannon. Yeah, I don't think he's surviving this. Nah, I'm pretty sure that would have one-shot him. Alright, cool. Get a ton of gold for killing that guy. Good amount of XP too, but mostly ton of gold. And you get a captain's stripe for beating him. Alright. Neat. Won't argue against that. Well, let's go back to finding those discoveries. There is one down here as well, so I guess I'll keep... Actually, I guess I'll just go for that one, since I'm already here. And it's just going to be down here in the mid-sky. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's the Wispy Doodles on the other side here. So I think it's just somewhere along this big old rock. There's also, of course, since we're in the mid-sky, we get enemies. I believe everything in this area is loopers. I believe you only fight loopers here, but yeah, there they are. All the loopers. Oh, here we go. The Looper Nest. Loopers are mysterious creatures, rarely seen even by the most seasoned of sailors. They nest in the stone reefs, and their young stay in the nest until they mature. Loopers are white at birth, but turn various colors as they age. Yeah, so he is, I believe, just right off the edge of this guy? If I back up here, yep, there it is. You can see it right off the edge here. Now, this other discovery that we're missing should be in the high sky, and it should be directly north of the Looper Nest. And we want to keep an eye out for the screen turning, or the screen darkening. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, you can see how much the sky just darkened there. Like, if I move a little bit, boop, and boop, yeah, that tells you you are in the right little zone there. It is very significant. So, if we just kind of move around in this zone, let's try going a little north. Nope. Alright, so we're going to back it up. There we go. The Eclipse Point. The only place in the world where a lunar eclipse can be observed at predictable intervals. Eclipses where a golden ring can be seen around the moon are seen as omens, and complete eclipses are said to portend a pending disaster. Wow, I can't read, but that's okay. So, I'm not actually seeing this eclipse, but that's okay. Because we got the thing, and that's what matters. so sure, why not? Alright, yeah, that one's real esoteric and a little difficult to grab, but that's alright. Now, I believe there's going to be a few... Yeah, there's a couple that we can get down in Ixataka as well. So we'll sail back down over there and grab those guys. Alright, and also over here in Ixataka, everywhere that we have found a thing saying that everywhere we have found a nest, we have found a giant creature we could fight. We found the Rock's nest here a long time ago. And up here in the high sky, we have the Rock. So, let's go ahead and fight this guy as well. We're going to start off kind of the same way that we usually do here. Send off that torpedo, build up some SP, and see if we can just hit him real hard. Okay, so unlike the other one, this guy is going to actually attack us on other turns. I do remember the Rock being one of the harder bosses or roaming bosses that you can fight. But he's not terrible. Alright, let's see what we'll do here. Should be able to get some good damage on him. Alright, he's gonna use his blast voice again, that's fine. This should do some good damage. Yeah, there we go. That is a solid chunk right there. He's just gonna keep screaming at me. He is a bird. Makes sense. Frankly, I'm not that concerned. I can fully recover all of my HP if I need to. It's gonna tear the ship apart. It's still coming after, must be really, really hungry. Okay, so he's really gonna hammer us down here in a little bit. That's fine, though. So, let's go ahead and get Arala going. We're gonna Arc Whale Torpedo onto here as well. Just to make sure I actually get some damage. Let's get that Sacralin. Actually, yeah, no, let's go ahead and I want to get Sacralin on the final turn. So, let's get Arala here. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll get that there. Nope. We want Sacralin here and defend. There we go. Yeah, she always stops shy of 15, I believe, because that's how much she costs to use. So she doesn't completely max you out. She maxes you out minus the cost of using her, I guess, which is kind of odd, but whatever. I get 16 anyway, so I'm not that concerned. Still, she gives you a lot, so... So it is probably best to use her at the very end of a turn, after you've already used up the rest of your SP. I didn't remember exactly how she worked, so this was a good test. He's just gonna keep screaming at me, which is fine. I'm gonna heal up after this anyway, so I don't really care. There we go. Now, I wonder if you could inflict mute on this guy. that might be one of the things that they're trying to allude to here, since all of his since his main attacks have been voice-based. The game might be trying to tell you to use mute on him. Take that thing straight on or hold our position. Take it straight on. Aim for its head. Okay. Yeah, so that does give me... Usually that risky play is how you get your big attacks in. So let's defend here, and I don't actually expect him to still be alive, so I'm actually not going to defend there. I'm just going to Wevelin Cannon, or Ancient Cannon, 5-inch, I don't care, and I guess just in case he's still alive. I do not expect him to survive this turn. But maybe he'll surprise me. Okay, yeah, he is going to take at least one more hit. That can be arranged. Boop. And he's down. Alright, so there goes another boss. I believe that is the last of the roaming sky bosses to fight as well. And you get, for defeating him, you get the wooden doll, but only if Khalifa is your active crew. And that wooden doll is needed in order to get in order to get the Vice the whatever, like, I'm still Vice the hero, but in order to get Vice the, like, extravagant or whatever, you need to have that. But I want to get a couple of discoveries, and I believe they are both over around here.